I've been offered to have an article written about a text program with exercises basically to find meaning and purpose based on psychology and philosophy. Now, here's the question: what should I be aware of doing it soon? What should I be aware of doing it too soon? So, John, okay, what do you mean? What should I be aware? Okay, sorry, I'm not allowed to write a lot in a comment at a time. Okay, just explain. Just explain your question here, so we can understand what the question is. I like psychology and philosophy. So he says, "What should I be aware of when doing the article?"
I think the best thing you can do is just go find other articles that have been written. Like go look at whatever the publication is. Whenever you're creating content, and this will apply to writing articles, writing books, doing speaking gigs, making videos, you want to think about the audience. So when you have something like YouTube, you're starting to make your own audience. When you're being asked to write something for someone else, they have their audience. So where are you writing for? Is it a newspaper, magazine, online journal, like whatever it is? They have their audience. So study their audience. Give them what they're looking for. When I go on the shows, sometimes people ask me, yesterday I did a whole bunch of different shows. One guy was asking me about my salsa business. One guy was asking me about why do I like Kelly Gruber, who's my favorite baseball player growing up. One guy was asking about YouTube. One guy was asking about entrepreneurship. One guy was asking about my books, right? It's just different paths depending on who the audience is. So who's the audience for the publication? You got to know the audience. So read past publications, see the kinds of articles that they're writing, and frame yours in a similar style for that audience. That'll give you the best clue. So other articles that have been written, go study all of them. Copy that same format. Like if they want a 4-page article and you give them a 40-page one, that's going to be a miss, right? Do they like long pages and lots of paragraphs? Do they need it short and sweet and to the point? Do they, just all of that. Just look at what's been done before to get your style. And then your job is to mix the knowledge that you have and put it in the package that works for them. They have packaging that works. Just like when I'm doing an interview with somebody, I had one guy 2 weeks ago who's interviewing me, and he kept interrupting my answers and just going to the next question. There was no logic. There was no consistency. It's just like, next question. And how about this? He's like ADD on steroids. So the best thing for me to do is to keep up with him. This is his show. He wants to do ADD on steroids. I'll keep up. Great. This last question that I just gave a super insightful answer on, we don't have to talk about that. Let's talk about your next question. Sounds good to me. Let's go. And other people want to spend the whole time asking, going in deep into one story. Great. Because it's their audience and they know their audience. So I'm putting it into their package with my content. So that's what you need to do. It's their package. It's your content. You got to marry it by studying their content as much as possible.